You're going to have the just enough EP to put you in front of everybody else. But at the same time, we're also going to be doing EP rewards for meeting the level requirements, larger EP rewards for exceeding the level requirements, and EP deductions if we have to put you in the 24-hour period. So you're going to see folks that go past the level requirements still earning a little bit more. Not much, but a little bit more, to help encourage folks to keep on the ball, keep leveling, and be ready. Our first raids are going to be intense. There are going to be a lot of wipes, and there's going to be loot, and we want the folks who have really been busting their butt for months to have priority on it. I know this is going to be a big one for some of the more old school raiders that we've had with us with the almost wipe of EPGP, but I hope everyone kind of understands why we're doing it and what we're doing it for. Now that being said, I do encourage folks to go ahead and start picking up off-spec pieces when we're doing Kara, when we're doing Gruels, when we're doing whatever. If someone doesn't need something and you think that you'd like to go ret for leveling from 70 to 80, start picking up some ret pieces. It's not going to hurt you. You know, if you feel like you'd rather be feral than resto for leveling 70 to 80, go ahead and pick up some feral pieces. Like, this is what we're doing this for, you know. Let's really get ready for those first couple of levels. Lastly, or not lastly, but close to lastly, the raids that we are running from now on, as of tonight, if you sign up and you do not show up, you will be having a 150 EP minus from your account, okay? If something real life comes up, you know, it sucks, but like come to the next raid and two bosses, you'll be able to pick it up. What it does prevent, though, is folks signing in on a Sunday night, signing up for every single event and not showing up to any of them, okay? We found that just last Monday, we had enough folks signed up for dual ZAs. We had 13 people show up, and we had to sit out 3 folks who were willing and ready to go to ZA. It sucks, and it sucks because we can't at least estimate how many folks are going to be ready. We were all excited. We thought we had more than we had. We've got to find a way to fix it. This is how we're going to do it. 150. Now, I'm getting mentioned here that I'm almost forgetting something. We have a couple policies that I'd like to reiterate while we're going on to this. We still have the 20-day inactivity policy. If you're gone for 20 days and you don't say boo to anyone, we will kick your butt out. You know, if something came up and your computer crashed or whatever, log back in and you're back ready to go, talk to us, we'll bring you back in, it's all okay. But that's to ensure that we don't have a guild full of, you know, level 10 alts and, you know, people who have retired their character years ago and have never signed in again. All that kind of good gravy. One of the other policies that's kind of been in a little bit of a heated debate recently is our pugging rule. Okay, guys, Monday to Thursday are the only days that we ask you to come to raids or to do stuff with the guild that's, you know, kind of what our focus is. If you're pugging content that the guild is doing, and you're signed up for some of the content that the guild is doing, that's a no-no. You know, if you're going into Gruels on a Tuesday when we have Gruels on Thursday, that's a no-no, alright? That's bad play, and there will be repercussions. You saw the other night that one member was removed because he disagreed with this, and he was having issues, and he was being disrespectful. The bottom line is, we want folks to be participating in Dawn of Reprisal events. I know that our stuff doesn't fit everyone's schedule, and it sucks, and I understand that, you know, if we do Gruels on Thursday and you don't make it, that's what the weekends are for. Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, you know. If we did Gruels already and we're not doing it again till next week, use the weekend, go pug yourself a Gruels, that's awesome. But don't save yourself to an instance that we might need you for, guys. It's just bad play. You will be talked to by officers, and if this becomes a problem, it is something we will take force with. We will demote you. We will take EP. We will, if we have to, kick you out. This is a family, guys, and we expect you to kind of act like it. The only reason why these kind of repercussions are coming up is because I think a handful of folks are starting to kind of take advantage of that, and we need to make sure that everyone's on the same ball. We're making it a point that when this expansion hits, we can keep doing just as well as we are now, which, by the way, guys, we are doing ridiculous. We are doing awesome. Yes, we can do awesomer than now. Lastly, there has been an issue regarding raid spot assignment on some of our smaller raids, namely ZA, Kara. The way that works, our raids work on a policy where core raiders and above, which are folks who have been putting in effort for months and really checking themselves and being there even when they don't need squat from a raid, those people have earned the right to step into a raid, possibly even removing people from that raid if necessary. They deserve the right to go to any raid that they want to, assuming that they are relatively on time and good to go. Okay, guys? This sucks, but what it means is that, say we have 5 DPS spots, 3 core raiders and above on in, that means we really only have 2 DPS spots. The other people will end up rolling for those 2 spots. I'm sorry. I mean, people are going to have to sit out on these 10-man raids, but it's just kind of the way life goes sometimes. We are doing our best, and if you feel like you are ever being treated unfairly when it comes to these raid spots, come to any of our officers, come to me. I will personally try and do my best to make sure that we figure something out. But, you know, this is something that's kind of one of those things that goes along with trying to progress here. I know that in ZA, we kind of have to take a specific group of certain geared players, certain class-specific players, all that kind of stuff, and it makes for an uneven time when we have really dedicated folks ready to go, which don't match the gear, or don't match the class makeup, or don't cut the core raider. Now, speaking of core raider positions, our ranks will be getting revamped within the next couple of weeks. We've talked about this briefly, and this is something that the officers and I have really been kind of immersing ourselves in, and the idea of what we want a core raider to be and who we want a core raider to become. You know, who in the guild do we feel like is a core raider and why? And we've already got some folks promoted, and I think they all deserve it, but what we need to do is discern what it is exactly. Now what this means is we're going to have more core raiders, and there will be more responsibilities as a core raider. As it stands right now, it's just a veteran with a perk of being able to get in there. There will be responsibilities coming up, which you should keep your eyes out on the aforementioned website, donareprisal.guildomatic.com, and you will see this within the next week or two. I'd like to end this by saying that next Thursday, Thursday after next, we will be having another guild meeting and final prep for the expansion. Every Monday, the officers and I meet at 7 p.m. You can come to us for any issue ever, and we will do our best to make sure that it's discussed on point on Monday evening. And if you do it within these next 2 weeks, these are going to be ways that you can get your opinion kind of off the bat right as we start up on the next guild